great dancing game for you at pbskids.org. Let's dance along.
Come on, it's time to dance. Get on your feet and dance. Dance party, dance, dance party. So, dance party, that's just dance party.
Are you ready? Now dance along to my song. Follow me and jump to the beat. Jump, 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 jump. Follow again and slide real sweet. Slide, 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 and freeze. Follow me and bounce up and down. Up and down, up and down. Follow again and twist around. Twist, 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 and freeze. You can keep on dancing with your favorite PBS Kids friends on the computer at pbskids.org. Thanks for dancing. Gotta dash.
That's just dance party.
Hi, it's me, Hooper. Can you guess where I am today?
Where is he going? What will he do? Where in the world is Hooper?
Here's a clue to where I am. It's a place where there's lots of water, but it's not a swimming pool. Let's see. Here's a good hint. If you like cars, you can see plenty of them right here. And just because I don't have a car doesn't mean I can't honk. Let's get back to the guessing game. Here's the third clue from Curious George.
You don't mind if I wash my car while you wash your truck, do you?
Great clue! It's the place where there are dirty cars that get clean. So I'm at a place where there's lots of water, where there are cars and dirty cars that get clean. So did you guess where I am? You guessed it! I'm at a car wash. I wonder if they want to borrow my soap.
If you like fetch, you might also like Arthur. You'll love his friends. And his family. He's one cool aardvark. And you can only find his show on PBS Kids. It's a lot of fun. Check your local listings for Arthur or watch anytime online at pbskidsgo.org.
It's Sid the Science Kid.
You have muscles all over your body.
I think I'm gonna have to investigate this more at school.
It's Sid the Science Kid, weekdays on PBS Kids, or watch anytime you want at pbskids.org.
At PBS Kids, you'll meet friends with wings.
Wait for me.
Sharp teeth. And an appetite.
What do Tyrannosaurs like to eat?
Me.
Watch Dinosaur Train on PBS Kids and at pbskids.org.
Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
Early one morning, Thomas was waiting at a station when Percy arrived, looking annoyed. What's got you all fired up? The Fat Controller has asked me to shunt trucks to the incline, as if it didn't have enough work to do already. I didn't know he had an incline. It's new, and there's new trucks to go with it. They're the worst ones I've ever met. They're bound to cause an accident sooner or later. And he puffed crossly away. Thomas couldn't worry about Percy for long. It was a lovely day. The countryside was peaceful, and Annie and Clarabelle sang as he puffed cheerfully down the line. when Thomas reached the junction, Percy was nowhere to be seen. Maybe he does have too much work, he thought to himself. That evening, a tired and exhausted Percy backed into the shed. Busy day? Asked Thomas. Percy could only manage a small yawn. Tell you what, how about I work at the coal yards tomorrow? That'd be nice, Thomas. But Percy got no further. He'd already fallen asleep. When he woke up the next day, he found Thomas had already left. Where's he gone? To the coal yards, said Henry. But that's my job. You said he could go. Oh, this is bad. Why? What's the worst that could happen? The trucks don't know him. They're bound to try something. I'm afraid Percy was right. When the new truck saw Thomas, they began plotting their tricks. Oi, Gav! Cried one. When are we getting a proper engine? That's enough of that. You shouldn't have done that, mate. I'll be quiet and get moving. He took them to the bottom of the incline to be sent up. Thomas stared in awe at the steepness of it. This was the chance the trucks needed. All set down here, they yelled at the workmen. The workmen started the winch, not realising that Thomas was still coupled at the back. Oh no! Cried Thomas. His driver applied the brakes, but his wheels just slipped on the rails. Higher and higher, called the trucks. His driver then noticed a small siding. That's our exit! But how do we get there? At that moment, the coupling between Thomas and the truck snapped, and he began to roll backwards. After him! After him! Cried the trucks, and they surged against the cable holding them. On! On! Faster, Thomas! Thomas screeched into the siding, and a quick-thinking workman changed the points. A little while later, Thomas heard a whistle at the bottom of the hill. It was Percy with the breakdown gang, and the fat controller. He spoke sternly to Thomas. While I appreciate you trying to help Percy, I'd much prefer if incidents like this could be avoided in future. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It wasn't long before Thomas was back on level ground again. Thank you for helping, Thomas. Oh, it's alright. You should try going up there yourself sometime. It's a lovely view. Percy rather hoped he'd never have to.
Thomas is arriving at his favorite station. But today, Thomas knows that something about the station has changed. Can you help Thomas find out what it is? Take a look. What's new about the station today? Is it the benches? No, the benches aren't new. The benches were at the station yesterday. What else could be new at the station? What about those posters? No, the posters aren't new. The posters were at the station yesterday. Thomas is sure something has changed. What else could be new? What about those hanging baskets? There were no hanging baskets at the station yesterday. That's right, Thomas. You found out what's new at the station today. It's the hanging baskets. Thomas thinks the station looks even prettier than yesterday. The island of Sodor is a wonderful place. There are lots and lots of engines. Who's that puffing along the track? It's Emily. Emily is a very special engine. She is painted a deep, dark green. She has big driving wheels and a beautiful brass dome. And Emily is a very proud engine. She likes to tell other engines how to do their jobs. One day, Emily had dropped visitors off at the ruined castle. Kings and queens had lived there long ago. It made Emily think she would like to be a queen. Queens tell everyone what to do. Emily saw Toby and Percy working hard in the shunting yards. Toby had to leave Percy with some very troublesome trucks. Toby told Percy not to worry. He would be back soon to help. Emily wanted to play kings and queens, so she decided to play with Percy. She decided to tell him what to do. After all, as queen, she knew best. Emily told Percy to take the troublesome trucks along the fast track. Percy was worried. But maybe Emily knew best. Percy puffed off quickly. Then there was trouble. The speeding trucks hit Mavis. Mavis spilled rocks all over the rails. And a truck knocked over a telephone pole. Then Toby ran into the pole and was derailed. Emily gasped. She had caused confusion and delay. Sir Topham Hatt was very cross. Emily admitted that she wasn't a queen, and she didn't know best. But Emily always likes to be with the other engines. Emily used to live on her own at Knapford Yards. One day, Sir Topham Hatt decided to knock down the old Tidmouth sheds. Thomas was sent to sleep in Emily's shed. Emily didn't like that. She didn't like Thomas's noisy sleep whistling. It kept her awake all night and made her grumpy. But one night when Thomas wasn't there, Emily missed him. She even missed his sleep whistle. Thomas was her good friend. She wanted to be with him. Then Emily went to visit the new Tidmouth sheds. She was very surprised. An extra space had been built, especially for her. Emily was very happy. Now she could be with all her friends, and with her special friend Thomas. Emily can be a big bossy buffers. She can say things she shouldn't, and do things Thomas wouldn't. But her big brass dome shines brightest when Emily is with her STEAM team friends. Thomas is a hard-working steam engine. Steam engines make lots of different sounds, and the sounds sound different in different places. Thomas's whistle sounds like this in the countryside. But what happens when he's in the quarry? The sound of Thomas's whistle has changed. Thomas's whistle echoes. Thomas wonders which of his other sounds change. What about Thomas's brakes? In the countryside, Thomas's brakes sound like this. But what happens when he's in the quarry? The sound of Thomas's brakes has changed again. Thomas's brakes echo. What about Thomas's wheels? In the countryside, Thomas's wheels make a clickety-clack sound on the track. What happens when he's in the quarry? The sound of Thomas's wheels has changed again. Thomas's wheels echo. Thomas is only one engine, but he can make a lot of different sounds. Percy is excited. He is going to look for some hidden treasure. This map will help Percy find the treasure. The treasure is hidden under the red cross. The dotted line will lead Percy to the cross. Percy is ready to go. Can you help him? Percy has come to a junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the hill or towards the lake? The dotted line goes towards the hill. That's right. So Percy should go that way. Percy has come to another junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the castle or towards the farm? The dotted line goes towards the castle. That's right. So Percy should go that way. Percy has arrived at the castle. He's very near the treasure now. Which way should he go next? Towards the village or towards the cross? That's right. Percy has found the treasure, but he couldn't have done it without you. Well done, everyone.
Catching the milk train. Come on, come on. Where is that silly little engine? Morning, James. Don't morning, James, me. Where have you been? You dawdle so much, I'm surprised my paint hasn't gone from red to rust. If you'll kindly look to the station clock, you'll find I'm right on time. Impatience will get you nowhere, and you'll get me nowhere if you don't couple those silly tankers to my train. I say, what rudeness we have to deal with. He should be so grateful to pull us. Awful big red thing. Oh, some engines never learn. If there's one thing James hates more than taking goods trains, it's waiting for more trucks to be added to them. The fat controller had taken away his passenger privileges and hoped goods work would teach him not to be so stuck up. So far, all it succeeded in doing was making life hard for poor Toby and Daisy. The milk tankers they bring from the dairy are very important, but they were all just trucks to James. It's ridiculous. You'd think this milk was bound for the Queen herself with all the fuss made over it. I can't believe my coaches have been taken away for this. Will you quit your boiler aching? Just be glad you've got any work to do at all. Besides, you'd be treated like a celebrity if we were on the Great Western. The milk train was a great source of pride for us. You'd be honored to be able to take it. If you hadn't noticed, we're not on the Great Western, and I'm not proud to be pulling these rotten trucks. If you like them so much, then take them away. Now, the milk tankers are not like other trucks on Sodor. They don't have minds for mischief and go quietly wherever they are pulled, but they don't stand for rudeness. It seemed they had finally reached the end of their couplings with James. One more ride with Old Red and my buffers are sure to fall off. We're above this sort of treatment. We carry precious goods, you know. If he treats us poorly even when we do come quietly, then perhaps it's time for tactical procedures, old boys. You're not suggesting... Exactly that. Who's with me? And so, the tankers put their plan into action. constant delays landed James in hot water with the Fat Controller and the dairy manager. Their message to him was blunt. "You'll keep pulling goods trains until you learn to keep to time. And that had better happen soon, or I'll take my business to the lorries." James was determined not to let that happen. He tried and tried, but the tankers continued to give him grief. One morning, he arrived later than ever at the big station. To make matters worse, Duck had been called away to help with a breakdown up the line. James had to shunt the trucks himself. He soon found himself face to face with the tankers. "Dearie me, Big Red, I thought you were meant to be reliable. Milk cannot be delayed, my boy. Perhaps we should let the lorries have a go."
That's enough.
Good gracious! Stop! Stop! After them, Duck! Quickly! Save our precious load! I'm going to be ill! My city of churros tender, save us! At last, Duck overtook the trucks. The tankers hit Duck's bumpers with a bump. Braking carefully, Duck and his driver managed to slow the tankers right down to a crawl. Whew! No crying over spilt milk today, lads. I don't suppose you'll give me trouble going back to the station, will you? Trouble? For a Western engine? Nonsense! With that, Duck pushed the tankers all the way back to the big station, where he found the Fat Controller waiting for him. "Well done, Duck. I'm very proud of you. Goodness knows what could have happened if they'd gone further down the line. Oh, and it appears they've taken a liking to you. How would you like to be in charge of the milk trains going forward?" "Oh, sir, it would be my honor." "Oh, but who will take care of the shunting, sir?" "Well, I know a certain red engine who could stand to learn a thing or two about handling trucks." And so, Duck took charge of the milk trains. He was thrilled by the responsibility, and the tankers were very pleased to be pulled by a Great Western engine. The trains were punctual, and there was no more talk from the dairy manager about going to the lorries. But what about James? "Dirty trucks, dirty sidings. Why couldn't you be nice coaches instead?" Enjoying the yard atmosphere, James? "At least I'm not pulling that stinking milk train anymore." Suffice to say, James still has much to learn.
adventure time.
Join the adventure with all your PBS Kids pals.
Doesn't that sound great?
Weekdays on PBS Kids or anytime you want at pbskids.org.